Hi everybody, it's Mrs. Ferniak. Today we're going to learn some rifle skills. Let's do it. So just a reminder that this is not a real rifle. This is a piece of wood that is carved into this shape. This is not a real weapon. This is a piece of guard equipment that we spin. So you want to make sure that you never hold this piece of equipment as you would a real weapon. Number one, that is disrespectful to the equipment, it's disrespectful to the organization and the bands, and number two, that could get you in a lot of trouble code of conduct wise, so please make sure that you are respectful as you are working with your equipment. If you don't have a rifle, a baseball bat will work. It is not weighted exactly the way that our practice rifles are weighted, but it'll give you enough of an idea of hand placement and what you can do at home to learn some of the skills. And then once we get to school and we get you a practice rifle, then you can try the skills with the real way that the equipment is weighted. So let's start with basic hand placement on your rifle. This part of the rifle right here is called the neck. You're going to take your right hand and that's going to go underneath the neck. Now you decide if you want to put your thumb here or here, whatever is comfortable for you. Some moves it's more comfortable to have it here, some moves it's more comfortable to have it here. You decide what's best for you. Your left hand is going to go up here. This end of the rifle is called the tip. This is just going to rest on top here. This end of the rifle is called the butt end. To get used to how the rifle is weighted, take your left hand off the rifle just so you're holding it with your right hand underneath the neck and just let it swing back and forth, kind of like a pendulum. This will give you an idea of the weight of your rifle. You can feel how the weight from the tip end is just going to swing it around. So I'm not using my arm muscles very much here. I'm using my wrist a little bit, but right now I'm just letting the weight of the tip end of the rifle let it swing back and forth. This is the idea that you want to get used to. A lot of our rifle moves are done with the right hand. That's just the way it is, so I'm very sorry if you are left-handed and want to try rifle. Give it a try anyway. Use this time over summer break to get yourself used to all of these skills and all of these moves. But just let the rifle swing back and forth. If you're practicing with a baseball bat or a field hockey stick or whatever else you have in your house, find somewhere in the middle that's kind of a balance point that you can swing back and forth. Again, you should feel some momentum from whatever end of your equipment that you're using, and that's going to help you swing back and forth. Once you're comfortable with this basic move, we're going to learn a skill called the flip. So as your equipment is swinging back and forth, we're going to let it come all the way over, and we're going to grab it with the other hands here. And now that we have it over here, you can let it swing back and forth on this hand, and we're just going to flip it back the other way. So the idea that we're going for is the equipment will flip from hand to hand, but you're using the momentum, you're using the weight of the equipment to do most of the work for you. So I'm using very little arm muscle here, I'm using a lot of wrist right now. When you catch, you want to make sure that you're as flat across as possible. Your free hand, the hand that is not holding the equipment, can just be comfortable here so that you're ready to catch the equipment as it goes out of the hands holding the equipment as it goes into that free hand. If you're doing baseball bat or field hockey stick or whatever else you have, just be aware the weight's going to be different than a regular rifle piece of equipment. So just be mindful of that. But you can still learn hand placement. You can still feel the idea of flipping from hands to hands. And now once we've mastered this skill, now we're ready to start putting it with some marching. Each part of your flip is 2 counts, so that's going to be 2 steps. So when I flip, I'm going to take a left and a right, and when I flip back to the other hands, another left and a right. Once you're done, you can go back to regular attention position. Once you've mastered flips, the next step is to go on to spins. So a spin is a whole circle with the rifle. So instead of doing a flip, which was halfway, now we're going to let the rifle go all the way around. This one's tricky. It's okay if it takes you a couple days to get this. So to get used to the motion, just go back to your swinging. Go back to this pendulum move. Go back to letting the momentum, the weight of the rifle, take it around. And when you're ready, give it a little flip around. And the idea is you're catching it right back underneath the neck where you started. Try one at a time. Just get used to that motion. And then once you feel confident, try two. And then once you've got two, try three. Once you've got three, try four in a row. When you're ready to stop spinning, you're going to catch the rifle with two hands. This time, your right hand is on top of the neck and your left hand is underneath the tip. It's okay if you drop it. You're learning. This is brand new for you. Just go outside, go in the grass. You'll be fine. Once you feel confident with your spins, now try marching. A spin is one count, so that means one step for each spin you do, one step each time your hand catches the rifle. If you are trying spins with a baseball bat, keep in mind that this thing is not weighted the same as our equipment at school is weighted. So if you get one, that's good. If you try to do two, that's good. If you try to do much more than that, your hand's probably going to end up moving. See how I'm moving to the end of the baseball bat? That's just the way that this baseball bat is weighted. So do what you can, try what you can. If you can't get more than four on a baseball bat, that's fine. If you can get to four on a baseball bat, that's impressive, just because they're weighted weird. We're not used to that kind of weight. I hope you're all safe. I hope you're all healthy. I hope you're having a good summer. Bye, guys. Happy spinning.